Pre-wash, pre-wash, pre-wash. This is something that I hear almost every day in the store. How's it going, guys? My name is Derrick from Detailing World, New Jersey, and today we have the perfect candidate to go over pre-washing. Now, winter is coming up, so you guys are going to be wanting to strip down your cars, get them as clean as possible, and put some type of significant protection, whether that's a wax, sealant, or coating. But if you're the kind of person like this customer who has not cleaned their car since 2011, then you're going to need to super strip down that car. So we get a lot of customers that come in here and say, hey, Derrick, I'm looking for a pre-wash before I actually go and wash my vehicle. Well, today I've gathered many of the pre-washes that you can use. We're going to use them today. We're going to see which one works the best. And I want you guys to tell me what you think is the best pre-wash. So starting from my left, we have Koch Chemie's Chocolate Thunder Wheel and Tire Cleaner, but you can use as a pre-wash. We have our Detailing World Endo, our all-purpose cleaner. We have Hydrosilex's all-purpose cleaner. We have MS, or this one says MSN. They have since changed their product to MS or Multi-Star from Koch Chemie. I have 3D's Orange Degreaser, and we're also going to be showing and testing out the new Detailing World's Clean Slate, their decontamination soap. So let's get these products sprayed on, and you guys tell us which one pre-washes all this grit off the best. So first up, we got Koch Chemie's Chocolate Thunder, and like I was saying, this can be diluted at a 4-to-1, and this is going to be your wheel and tire cleaner, but we have a lot of customers using it as a pre-wash. So here we go. Well, we got the Chocolate Thunder here. On this side, we're going to be using the Detailing World Endo. This is the interior and exterior cleaner. It's a little bit of a milder product. Dilutions for this are going to be 1 to 3 to 1 to 4, depending on what you're cleaning. Right now, we're just going to use it straight right out the bottle. Make sure we get those lower sections. Now, we're not sure exactly what's on here. I think it might be from a tree or something, but it's definitely some kind of grit all built up on there. All right, next up, we're going to be using the Hydrosilex. This is their all-purpose cleaner. You can use this straight, or some guys have been diluting it. Let's spray it on and see. Now, in the Hydro line, this is basically their tire cleaner. You can't use it for interior, but I've been recommended that you dilute it properly if you're going to use it for interiors and stuff. But, you know, it says powerful cleaner on the bottle, so we'll see. But we'll spray it on, do this whole front end here. Now, this is Koch Chemie's MS or Multi-Star. The 5-liter that we have says MSN on it, but it used to be called that. I have this diluted at about a 10-to-1 dilution. This is a dedicated pre-wash, so this is like the professional version of Green Star. So if you're gonna buy this product, it's highly dilutable, so watch your dilutions. But like I said, this is just for the exterior of the vehicle, so spray it on. All right, next up is going to be 3D's Orange Degreaser. This happens to be a shop favorite. This is a citrus-based deleminin interior and exterior degreaser. So you can use this for interiors, but for today, we're going to use it as a pre-wash. Now, this is really going to go after tree sap, bugs, anything sticky on the car. And I don't know what's on here, but something sticky. So we're going to spray this on. And this is mixed up at a 4-to-1 dilution. If you're going to use this for interior use, make sure you guys mix it at a 10-to-1. A lot of guys, if you're going to use it for like pre-treating on carpets and stuff, 4-to-1 is fine, and then you just use it for the carpets. But if you're going to try to clean any delicate surfaces, I would mix it at a 10-to-1. And last but not least, just to throw kind of a curveball in there, we have our surface decontamination from Detailing World D-Prep. So this is not exactly a pre-wash type product, but this is definitely an iron remover, and this is going to help break down any iron follicles on the vehicle. And it's also a good economical price. If you guys are looking for a good iron remover, it's a good price. So, like I said, I doubt it's going to really break down any of the sticky stuff, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see if this has iron on it. So, all right, we're going to let these all kind of sit on here. We're going to start rinsing this down, and hopefully we'll see which one does the best. All right, guys, on to the rinse off. And like I said, I want you guys to kind of tell me what you think did the best job. Now, What a pre-wash is supposed to do is to go and kind of soften a lot of this gunk up so that you can then come in with your pressure washer and knock most of the heavy grit off before you go in with your contact wash. That is the entire point of a pre-wash. Now, this is not something that you would do every day. This is something that you would do on a vehicle like this, or if you're about to do a paint correction, ceramic coating, you want the vehicle as clean as possible, and this is what all these pre-washes are for, is just to knock off the majority of the dirt and stuff on a vehicle, get it all off the panel, so when you didn't go with your contact wash, you're not grinding all this dirt in here, you're letting the chemical do all the work. So we're gonna use a pressure washer, we're just gonna start, rinse all around, and see which one looks the cleanest after the rinse. So here we go. Now this was Endo, so this is our detailing world, this is our APC, and I had it using it straight, so it's undiluted, so not bad. All right, next up, this is Chocolate Thunder, and just for me touching it, you see it actually looks like, so we're interested to see how much easy this comes out, so here we go. Okay, right off the back, I just gotta say, Chocolate Thunder surprisingly did a very good job. It really softened all that stuff up immediately so that when I hit the pressure washer, it all came right off the surface. So next we have, this is the all-purpose cleaner from Hydrosilex. So same thing, when I touch it, it is getting a lot of the stuff off. So now let's hit with the pressure washer and see. Now this area, we actually didn't do anything on, so let's see, I didn't do any pre-washing there. Pressure washer is taking it off, but you see, if I come down to here when we actually put a pre-wash, it's doing a lot better. So that just goes to show you when you pre-wash, you are softening this stuff up versus just pressure washing this. All this grit's still here. So now we're gonna go over here, and this is Koch Chemie's, this is MS, so this is multi-star. And like I said, I had this mixed up at a 10-to-1 dilution, so same thing. Now I didn't do anything up here. You see, it's taken some off, but take this tape off. Now we have 3D's Orange Degreaser. So this is the citrus based, and I had this mixed at a 4-to-1 dilution. Okay, now finally, and we have two more actually, sorry, we have two more. This is where chemical guys, not chemical guys, this is the Detailing World brand, our Clean Slate. So the Clean Slate, like I said, it's an acidic based pre-wash type product for decontaminating, so I wanna see how it did on this gunk, so here we go. Now that's not bad for a soap, and this is just like a decon soap that you can spray onto a vehicle versus like a degreaser. So, now finally, this is where I did deprep. So I'm not seeing any bleeding. So there's no iron kind of follicles on here, fallout on here, but I want to see how it did as far as spraying the product on and then rinsing it off. So here we go. Not bad actually for D-prep. It didn't really actually, there was no iron buildup, but just spraying the chemical on actually did help remove a lot of that gunk that was built up. All right guys, we got a late contender in here. So after we saw the success of D-prep on the one fender, he actually did a pretty good job for just being an iron remover. The guys here said, you know what, Derek, can you try the Hydrosilex wheel cleaner? So we have this mix at a 50-50 dilution. Like I said, this is mainly a wheel cleaner, but it does a really good job of breaking down, you know, heavy buildup on the tires and the rims. So let's try it on here. Now this has an iron remover in it as well, but it has a lot of degreasing in it as well. So pretty good chemical. It's very similar to Koch Chemie's Magic wheel cleaner as far as the foaming. So let this just eat. We'll come back when wait about 30 seconds, we'll come right back. All right, so we're gonna rinse off the Hydrosilex wheel cleaner. I'm not seeing a ton of iron kind of red the bleeding, but like I said, this product does have a lot of soap and degreasing capabilities because it is a dedicated wheel cleaner. So let's see if it actually breaks any of this stuff down. So here we go. A little, but it's definitely much better as a wheel cleaner. So guys, I mean, you guys are gonna see the footage here, so I think Chocolate Thunder definitely took the cake. One thing I wanna warn you guys with this product is just make sure you're using it, you watch the surfaces you're using it on, so don't use it on bare aluminum. And we were using this product at full strength. Even on the back of here, they recommend mixing it at a 4-to-1 dilution. Now, one other thing, they make 2 versions of this product. They have this regular version of Chocolate Thunder, and they also make Chocolate Thunder Plus. Plus is more higher, you can dilute it higher at a 1-to-6 dilution. So yeah. I think this is gonna be the one we're gonna use. So we're gonna pre-wash the rest of this vehicle using Chocolate Thunder, and you guys can see all the gunk coming off.